9 o'clock, and I'm just about to crawl out of my hammock. It's like full daylight out. I got lazy. Normally I try to pack up by starting at like 8. Oh, and I didn't pack my bag right last night when I hung it. That was a gift from my yesterday self to today's self that I said, screw you, today's self. You're going to have more work. So I have to take everything out, repack it. And today I should be able to hit 2 balds. That's just a sore. I might need to put some face medicine on. I'm getting kind of red. And I need to charge my stuff, so I'm assuming the balls are one of them will be good for that. So I might not make it the full 10 if I have to sit around, because that takes a while. Or I might have to hoof it a little faster. I don't know. But still, I should be making it pretty far today if nothing breaks on me. My left foot, the one with the toe, it's like swollen, and one of my other toes is now hurting. They're just, I don't like that. It's just all that pressure in there, and I can't tell where the pain is. So a new pair of shoes may be in order. I just came out here with some regular walking boots. They're like the Amazon special for hiking boots, and they are not very good. So I'll start putting stuff up. Last night was a little tough. I took too much Benadryl and fell asleep early. So I woke up at 1 and heard something sniffing around. So I had to tell it to go away. At one point in time, I had my hand on my little bear alarm just in case, because I didn't know what was out there. Oh, it's windy and cold now. I should have gotten up earlier. At least it wasn't windy then. I should be all right. So if I can manage these 2 bald mountains, I might think of myself from making it up this far. I think it's still a mile or so to the top of the mountain. But normally in the morning, that's the easy part. If I have to do like a mile uphill, I say easy, I still sweat, but it's a lot easier than trying to hoof it at the end of the day. Oh. Yeah. So I don't know what the day holds. I keep saying that I'm okay taking some time off, but right now at this point in time, if I'm walking, if I get less than 10 miles, I feel disappointed in myself. But my feet, they're just not holding up as well. Everything else, though, seems to be in order. My shoulders or my neck, one of them, my arms are falling asleep now whenever I'm in my hammock. So I'll have to figure something out on that, because that's not pleasant. My hands get tingly when I'm holding up the phone. My hands are a bit swollen, so something's going on with the swelling issue. I don't know what it is. Maybe I just been out long enough. But it's been 3 weeks. The hammock is still comfortable. I still like it. I don't want to trade it in for a tent. So, I don't know. Nothing got into my bags, though, that I can tell. Everything's fine. So, I did spend today kind of more remote than what I normally do. But there's a shooting range over there that I'm sure scares some stuff off. Yeah. So nothing fun and interesting. Just out here again. Another boring day. We'll see what it all holds. Actually, I probably am going to sit around for another 30 minutes and look at my schedule about where I want to be and what's coming up. I think the NOC is in 2 days if I make good time. And then Fontana should be 3 or 4 days after that, which they have showers. So NOC does too, but I have like this problem of paying $20 for a tent site on the trail, paying for showers. Everything is overpriced at these outfitters. I know they got to make money, but there's a lot of people out here with a lot of money that just, they'll drop $1,000 at the outfitter. Not this guy. I might get a pizza at NOC. I heard they were good. But other than that, or I might not have time. I might be walking through in the morning and just not decide to stop. Who knows? But I'm not going to go look at their shoes either, because those seem expensive there. So if I'm out of here by 10, I'll be lucky, because I really don't want to get started yet. I still get my 10 miles. It's just on my schedule. So maybe I'm walking till 7 or 8 tonight. Who knows? Well, it's a good thing that I rested last night. But I made it to the top of the bald. Well, almost there. See way out there. Road's cutting through. But most exciting is I believe that over there is a bathroom. Super exciting. I've been up here for a couple hours charging my battery bank. It's the only place that had really good access to the sun, and you don't realize how little of access you get to the sun when you're walking through that green tunnel. Down there is the Franklin Airport, and that's Franklin. That's where I went in to resupply at. It don't look all that far away, but that's a good 10 miles. And I was coming from over in that area somewhere, I think. Maybe over there. But I'll go up and get a picture from the fire tower, and then I'll be on my way. I won't be able to make my 10 miles today, but hopefully I can get to another bald. I think it's 6 miles from here, 5 miles, something like that. I can't see it in the distance, so it might be on the other side, but we'll see if we can spot it up there. Well, back to it. I just finished probably a mile of downhill rocks. There was a guy that came up, 2 guys, as I was about to leave Wyabald, and one of the older guys, he said, yeah, you can definitely feel a change in the trails from Georgia to North Carolina. And he looked at over the Outlook and just like broke down crying. It was a moment for him. And I get it, like, you travel 130 miles or whatever we're in, of just staring at your feet, making sure you don't fall. And then you see that, and it's a little overwhelming. So me, not really caring about tears, said, yeah, but that kind of makes up for the trails though, don't it? Anyways, he had to call his family because he was in his feels in the moment, I think. So I thought it was kind of funny. I talked to the other guy he was with, who it was funny. We just let people have their moment, whatever, right? And so he busts out a cigarette, and we talked about backpacks for a little while, and then I was off. I'm sure they'll pass me pretty soon because I'm just strolling today. I should be doing faster right here because it's a good part of the trail. But I won't make it. I don't even know if I'm going to make it where I'm shooting for, and that's less than probably 8 miles today. It ends going up another bald, and if the last 2 have been any indication, that one will be just as miserable. So I'll have to check my map here in a little bit and see where the last water is, so I know when to refill and go on about it, but back uphill. So I'll use my trekking poles for this. But nice little area, past the shelter, well kept. So onward and upward. Well, I was at the last gap and a guy and his wife showed up. They're just section hiking, but she was done at about 3:30. I told her I just ate some candy bars, so I had to make a choice about keeping on going. I was worried because I was almost out of water and there's not any more for another 2 miles. And I'm almost done with the uphill section. This one was relatively flat. But I wasn't feeling it. I wanted to stay there because I was so tired. I got up to leave and I look and there was a sign for water. So I took one of my little bottles and I followed it. And I followed it. And I followed it. It's probably 3/10 of a mile. I thought, well, crap. So I go back. Steve goes, is there water down there? I said, well, there's not enough to fill up all my bottles that I took with me. So he grabs all his hydration bladders. I grabbed one of mine. And we hoofed it down there again. Filled up all his stuff, filled up mine. Got it back. I was able to filter my water. Hey, look at this. Woo. I believe I was maybe up that one earlier today. Can't see the tower. Pretty. So I went and helped Steve fill his stuff up, and he said his wife requires a lot of water in the evening to bathe and whatnot. So stay down there, talk to them a little bit. Decided to mosey on because I don't have any excuse for not making it these next 2 miles today. I'm already going to be short of that 10. Right now my feet are actually feeling better than, probably because I propped them up for 4 hours today and got a late start. I'll be surprised if I do 6 miles total. But when I started out, that's still like 3 times what I was doing. So even a short day is not a terrible day for me. So I still have, I think, 1.5 miles to the next spring I can pass. And then I'll find a campsite down in one of the gaps. I'll just find one that looks nice. Hang up. And I told Steve and Paula to throw a rock at me in the morning when they pass me because I'm sure I'm still going to be in bed. But it'll be a late day. I intend on finding somewhere just before 8. And that means I don't know what I'm going to eat. Probably salami and tortillas and some cheese. That's a no-cook kind of meal. And easy. So that way I don't have to bust out all my cooking gear and wait for water to boil. So that's my plan. If anybody's at the campsite, I won't film anything, but otherwise I'll do one more check-in. I hope the trail stays like this. No tree roots, hard pack rock. Somehow I have a feeling it won't, but all of that will determine just how far I go. I also have this feeling that when I get to camp, I'm gonna have to put some burn cream on my ears. Because somebody messed up when he was up high today, knowing he should put sunblock on and did not. Again, past me tells future me to hose off
And future me says, why did past me make that choice? Because I'm going to be paying for that one. I've got a headache. Probably from the sunburn. Maybe from my neck. I don't know. So I'll fuss more later. Until then, I'll try to enjoy this part of the trail. So I stopped at Burnt Town Gap, I think. This mountain, you can't really see it, right behind here is 1,000-foot straight up, no switchbacks. And that was all that I needed to read to know that I'm stopping at the base of it. Then tomorrow I can move on. It's very buggy here. This used to be a campsite site. There's a rock fire pit there, but it's all overgrown. And so perfect for hammocking, but I don't think anybody's gonna come crash with a tent in here. It'd be too lumpy, but nice little area. Might have grown up in the past month. I don't know. Everything's kind of taken off. So I had salami and a block of cheese, which means my stomach's gonna kill me, and some tortillas. It's wonderful. And then I put some oatmeal out, so tomorrow whenever I get up to the shelter that's up the hill, I can eat. I'm gonna make myself drink a lot of water though, at least a liter, because that's where I screwed up, I believe, yesterday, and I was just out of it. So I'll get everything put up, probably film a little more. I might walk up the hill, try to get some receptions, send out some photos, because I got some good ones today, which should be included at the end of this. But short day, 7.4 miles. Not nearly where I wanted to be, but that's within 2.5 of what I have been doing. It was a lazy day. I say lazy. I took a lot of breaks. I walked a little later. That might be the saner thing, because my feet, though they hurt, they're not as bad as they've been. But man, it was a lot of up and down. Well, just primarily up. Oh, so I just heard my hammock go plonk after I kicked my foot out like that, and I wonder if it's going to slide. I've only had it slide once in the rain, but man, that is not a good feeling. It's a sinking feeling. I also might take the opportunity to wash myself, because, you know, you get a little muddy out here. I just bathed like 2 days ago. It's the nature of the trail, I suppose, but really pretty kind of area. Here's where I came in from. Still can't see the top of that mountain over there, but it's over there. And this, can you see me yet? Can you see me? I try to be so sneaky. There I am. I guess they might use this for a Forest Service road through here, but don't nobody care if I'm over here. It's just so overgrown. Clearly I still haven't put my stuff up, but that's my next goal. I was trying to send some photos. Didn't happen. Yeah. Homeless. Just homeless. I did not wipe myself off, and I took my shoes off. So good luck getting me out of this thing until I have to pee in the middle of the night. I'm scared the foot's on the ground. I don't know. It's green, but there's critters in it. But I'm not putting my shoes back on. I chance it. If I have to chase a bear away, I'm gonna do it barefooted. But I don't know if I showed. I hang my shoes now, doot doot, in the end, and my socks, doot doot. It keeps them a bit drier than if they're on the ground for whatever reason, moisture, whatever. Look at my sweat rings; they're starting again. So NOC has Wi-Fi and coin-operated laundry. I think. So I might do some laundry there. The thing that sucks is the tent sites are like $20, and I'm not sure if you can hang a hammock there. I'm not sleeping in the bunks. Still not. No hostels yet. Later on, whenever I need a shuttle and a resupply, and hostels the only way to do it, maybe then, but not right now. And by that point in time, I might be taking resupply boxes. So far, it's been easy for resupply. Later on, I'm not so sure. I'm going to be having people mailing like cheese and stuff like that. Oh, my stomach's going to hurt. I should not eat cheese. I'm lactose intolerant. I found that out too late in life. Anyways, so I might do my laundry at the NOC because I don't think there's a place to do it in Fontana. I'll have to see what I need. Problem is getting stuff here in time because I'm not going to know what I need until I get to that place. Probably salami and pepperoni and tortillas. Those are fairly shelf stable. So, feeling a little bit better about the Smokies after I talked to the guy today who said that really you're probably okay hammocking outside of the shelters. You just have to make it to a shelter. He said that all the times he's been out there, he said they've camped outside. He said the ridge runners have never given him a problem. The rangers have never given him a problem. He said every once in a while you might have a ridge runner that's like by the book. I said, well, I'll just claim ignorance. But he said that they're trying to get past the last shelter of the Smokies because apparently there the bears are so habituated, and this is where I get worried about bears. They're so habituated they'll walk into the shelter and take a bag off the wall because they just like bags because bags have food, right? Used to, apparently the shelters all had like chain link fences around them or something, and that's the only last one that has like a fence. And he said that the hikers there were stupid enough to feed the bears through the fence. He said it was like an inside out zoo or like a shark cage. So thanks, idiots. It's all fun and games until you get your bag stolen. And that bag, I don't know how much it cost. It was probably really expensive. So I'd rather it not get torn up. Am I putting my food somewhere else? Absolutely not. So if I make it through the Smokies, I think I'm in it to win it. I just got a text message from my wife saying that the two people that she was watching have both tapped out. One for health conditions, one for a job. Both of which could tap me out. But we're looking at like 700 miles. And I'm only like 140 in. So at this rate, I'm going to take like 4 months to get there. I'm hoping that later on it smooths out some. I don't know when that is, but I hope, right? I've seen videos that look like just plains, so I don't know. I just need to get through these like really high ups and downs because there are some high mountains. I'm pretty sure tomorrow, this next one, I'm pretty sure that's the highest one I'm going on for a while. It's like 5,500 feet, and then the NOC, and then after the NOC, I think it's like an 8-mile all uphill, kick your rear end and make you sweat, make you curse, make you wish that you were off the trail kind of hike. That's what I hear. And that's from like good hikers. So it might take me 2 days to climb that mountain. I might be getting new shoes at the NOC. I like these shoes for daily wear, but my goodness, they hurt my feet. Problem is I have big feet. They're wide, like Bigfoot. So I'm not even sure that NOC is going to carry what I need. And so if they don't, they're like $200. And people go through like 4 or 5 pair. Like, yeah, like 5 pair this entire journey. That's like over $1,000 in shoes alone. And then they buy new mats to sleep on. So I can see how people spend $1,000 a month out here. I'm probably doing half that just for food. and nicotine. Nicotine pills. I've been doing good, all things considered. I should have kicked that habit. I'm not kicking it yet. I tried. It's hard. And maybe my deal is that whenever I was booking it to him, I was like eating nicotine pills like candy. And today I slowed down. And I made it 2.5 miles less than every other day. It's my superpower. So, just look at that, man. It's so cool, right? Like I just should have like come out here and camped. I am camping. Every night I'm camping. I like camping. I like camping without a car. I like it in short bursts. I wouldn't want to leave my car at one of these gaps because I'm sure it'd get broken into. Yeah. I'll know next time I decide to have a career change, right? Like, doing all that. I ran across an angry elf. I'm not sure what I've talked about in other videos, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. It's been like an hour and a half since I did my last one. At this point in time, the only angry elves that I'm seeing on the trail are ex-military. All the meth heads have kind of stopped out. Don't see the homeless people, but military guys, like, going through some shit. And I got plenty of respect for military guys. All I'm saying is it might help if veteran programs would sit out here and just talk to some of these dudes, because my goodness, they get a lot to unpack. A lot. And the ones that are angry that I've met, I'm not trying to play counselor out here. Trust me. I just like to listen. Are very consistent with saying that no one else can understand what they're going through. And though I kind of get that in a way, I wonder if it's not that exceptionalism that's beat into them, right? Elitism. And that we don't do a good job of like deprogramming that when they leave the services. Oh no. But Army and Marines, right? The fighting forces that are out there. Those have been the guys I've seen. And not a lot of them, but I think about the most intense people I've seen. It's them. And then of the folks I've met, I think a lot of people like, or at least I've been told that I have a good attitude for being out here, that I'm going to walk until I want to go back to work, that I'm just out here to kind of see the sights. Katahdin's not my goal, but if I can make it halfway, that would be phenomenal for as fit as I am, which is not fit at all for the trail. And even like the guys that are going for Katahdin, they're like, no, that's a really good plan, right? Because they're not getting able to, I mean, they can't stop. They've just got to push through the pain. It's drink straight olive oil. I think one dude today was trying to do like 28 miles to catch up to his friend. He had a walking stick. I was like, what the? He was like, it's just like rowing, man. You just, I like canoeing. I don't like canoeing on my feet for 28 mile over like mountains. My goodness. So, I think it's now, I've seen a good smattering of people on the trail. And they start fitting into some of those categories, like the super driven, they just want to get to the end. There are the section hikers who just like to be out in nature and they've just got a little time. You got your people going through some heavy stuff that are out here. And then you had people who kind of had this idealized version of what the trail was going to be. And I think some of them have dropped out. I'd put myself probably in that category. I'm just hard-headed. So I came out here to be adaptable. And without a whole lot of plans, I tried not to watch a lot of those videos that my wife was watching. Because it's tough. Oh, it's tough. But I knew it wouldn't be easy. It's just way tougher than the toughness I thought it was going to be. But I can see how people, I can see how people would do 16 miles a day. Because I wake up late and I go to bed early. And I don't tackle stupid mountains at the end of my day. And some of these folks will. But today taught me you can still make it pretty far if you take long breaks even. And even though my feet aren't doing well from overall, I'd say they're probably pretty good today. And I sat around a lot. I sat around for like 4 hours and got started late and still made it 7.5. So maybe if I'd just start at 8, get my rear end out of bed early enough, and take some breaks, I could still probably pull 10 milers and maybe not be so hurt at the end of the day. Breaks. Because whenever I first started doing 10s, I would do 6 miles and then take a break and then make myself do the last 4. And today it was like 3, take a break, 3, take a break, make yourself, 2.5. Until I ran out. I did run out of water today. That sucked. Actually, I did 8.5 because I had to go get water, and I had to go twice to the water. It was way far away. I helped that dude. What was his name? Steve. Helped Steve go get water too. Yeah. So maybe I did 8.5. I just didn't carry my bag on that one. And it was a lot easier walking that. It still takes time to walk, but man, it was a lot easier. So I wonder what I would do without such a heavy kit. The right equipment. I'm not paying thousands of dollars for it. I'm not going to. Anyways, wonderful day. Got to see some great views. It was really cool. Really cool. We'll see what tomorrow holds because I'm pretty sure I got one more. And I'm also pretty sure that after tomorrow, it's pretty much all downhill into the NOC. I might get there midday if I work on it. But then out of the NOC, y'all will hear me fuss here in about 2 days. But I'll try to get some videos posted whenever I get in. So 2.5 days? That's a woodpecker. 2.5 days, I think. And then we'll see where I'm at then. I didn't push my shoes down far enough, and now I'm gonna kick them all night in this. Hammocks are limiting whenever you have to pull yourself down there and tuck yourself into the very end. I'll deal with it.